So we're at the start of the route, Homersfield to Bungay. You can see there's a platform for easy entry. Sometimes there are fishermen down there, which you can obviously share it with, or you can just slide into the water there. And then in terms of parking, nice and easy, car park there. So this is the start of the route. There are a couple of bits you'll see immediately where you'll think, oh my God, is that passable? It is. It's just, you just got to hang around to the side of the bank and you'll be fine. It does follow the, I don't know what road that is actually, but a main road for probably about a third of the way around, which is annoying if you like peace and quiet, but then the rest of it is really peaceful and lovely. There's a couple of obstacles which I'll show as we go around, kind of ducking under trees and the like, and then just a really nice trip round the Bungee loop until we finish at the other end. I wanted to just take a minute to talk about the bends. I took my sister on this paddle when she'd only just started to paddleboard, and it turned out to be a brilliant paddle to do because it has so many bends. So if you're kind of starting out learning how to steer, come here because you will definitely learn and learn quickly. Okay, so we're coming up to one bit which is a little bit more tricky to get around. It changes every time, to be honest, so I'm going to see what it offers today. So looks like pretty much completely blocked, so we're just going to hop up and over that tree. So probably about half an hour, 45 minutes in, you're going to come to this bit. Honestly, it changes every time I come here. Sometimes it's more challenging to get through than others. Today, not too bad, as long as you don't mind clambering over logs and ducking under others, then you'll have a great time. With this particular tree that's down, you might think, well, I won't bother going under that, I'll just go this way. But you can see that that log just sits a tiny bit under the water there, so I can easily see someone getting their fin caught and then going flying. I thought it worth pointing out that you will come across some bits like this, which I'm currently stuck in and wading through. Okay, we're coming to about midpoint. This is just before the Bungee loop, and there is a portage point there. Apparently you can actually access that portage point from the fields over there, but it's a hell of a walk, so hence coming from Homersfield. So this is the portage from the other side of that weir where we just got out. However, there is a fence that's running all the way along here and down there, so they have not made it easy for us to get into the water, which I guess the easiest way is just down there. So this is the other side of the weir, really pretty like this for maybe a mile or so until you start the Bungee loop. I'll take a clip just before the Bungee loop too, because there's a really shallow bit, really unique actually, with cobbles at the bottom. That's quite fun to go down. I have no idea what it would be like in the height of summer. In fact, I've heard that this particular stretch is really difficult to pass in summer because there's so many weeds in the water, so something to bear in mind. It's quite a wild part of the river. A lot of this crap here to get through, and then this, which is fine because you can just kind of slip past just through this tiny little gap here. If you have a big board like mine, then it might take you a few goes to shove your way through, but it's definitely all doable. And then I'm going to film another bit in a minute because it looks like you can go two ways, and I went the wrong way last time. So as you come up this way, if you're anything like me, then the obvious way looked like that way, but I can assure you it is definitely not. You actually need to be heading down there, and you'll know which way it is because you can't really see it too well, but there is a bridge, green bridge. Just look out for that. That's the bit that apparently gets really, really weedy in the summer, so might not even be passable, or if it is, it's going to be a hell of an effort. So I can confirm that a lot of this bit is quite difficult, and it is May, so I can see it only getting more difficult as the months go on. So really nice trip in winter, maybe not so much in spring coming into summer. So this is actually one of my favourite bits of the paddle, but today I think the water level's quite high. It's not actually flowing that quickly, but because it's so shallow here, I think it's cobbles at the bottom, if I remember rightly. You can just whip down here really, really quick. Houses either side. And it's, I don't know, it's just a little man-made channel, I guess. Just before here, there's a old stone structure which I'm pretty sure leads into town, and at a push you could probably use it as an entry exit point, although I have never tried because I prefer to go from Homersfield, but worth checking out on a map. So this is the bit I mentioned before, which is really shallow, really beautifully clear water, houses either side, and you just whip down here. Try not to take my head off. Can get quite fast flowing actually. And then the other side of this is the start of the Bungay loop. As you may or may not be able to hear, quite a lot of this stretch, your fin, if it is of normal length like mine, will get stuck quite a lot. So unless you have incredibly good balance, it's best to go at the front of your board so the back lifts up a bit. If not, you might find yourself out having a little dip. And this is the start of the Bungay loop. Really pretty actually, with the clouds and those trees. Just coming to the end of the paddle now, and on the right here, tucked away, is the Portage point. Just beyond that is the Riverside Centre, where there's plenty of parking.